Brother recording. All right, so Shalom. We're the real Hebrew Israelites that come in week week out, to prophesy the downfall of this wicked ass country called America, to teach you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that you guys are God's chosen people that the Bible speaks of. But first and foremost, we want to give all praises and glory to and double honors, definitely double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and the elders, though, because they be teaching this word, though, man, and they be teaching it diligently for many, many years, though. Shit, even before I was even born, So today we want to speak about to be a loner in this world, though, because we don't want to participate, or because you're not gonna see us, brothers, speaking about the No Kings protest. We ain't gonna be in the mix of that shit. What was that again, Salakia? Like, what is that protest about again?
The No Kings protest is about Donald Trump taking the things into his own hands, making him. He's claiming that he's a king because he's going against the Constitution, and these people are like basically Antifa and all those. It's a bunch of people getting together protesting Republicans, basically Donald Trump and pedophiles and all that business. But that's what's going on.
Yeah.
That happened yesterday, all over the country: L.A., Washington, New York, all those big cities.
So the protests were happening in those big cities. Yeah. You see, so that's the thing, though, And us, though, we're like, hell yeah, Trump, do what you got to do, because you're programmed to do all that shit, man. We're not gonna be in those protests, though, because Apostle Har said he is that cruel Lord in Isaiah the 19th chapter. So all he's doing is his fucking job, though. So it's like, how are we gonna be mad at the devil when that's his job? So that whole no Kings protest, though, that's just part of the world, man. We're not gonna get involved in those protests and things like that. And we are protesting right now, we're literally protesting right now against this fucking this country, though, man. Because we don't want to participate. We don't want to do nothing with this, though, man. The only best thing for this place to do is just burn, man. And that's it, And we're with that. We're not about change, Like, we are about change, though, when Yahweh Shem HaShai comes, though, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning that follows. And I don't know if brothers want to get that one. Esdras, I think it's the 9th chapter, second Esdras. So, we're not about this place, though, man. We want this place to go down, man. This brother said he wants to go home. We all want to go home, because we're tired of this place, man. So you think that you going on these protests are gonna fucking change something in this fucking this country? Man, nothing's gonna change, man. Because you look at this fucking Donald Trump, though, that motherfucker is just a mascot. Like Apostle Tahar was saying yesterday, man. It's like you're gonna get mad for your cold fries. You're gonna try to blame the clown, Ronald McDonald, when he's not the one that actually did it, though. So it's like the same thing with Donald Trump. You're gonna get mad at Donald Trump for the things he does and says, though. Motherfucker's just a mascot.
Mm-hmm.
If you got that.
I got it. Oh, you got it? Okay. This is 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it.
Yeah. So the downfall of this place, man, because we know damn well the tribes, though, don't rule the world. We know that Esau is the one that rules the world, though, And look how he's been ruling it, though, man. Look at all these things that's been going on, man. He's an unrighteous king, man.
Okay.
And the thing is, though, it's like we're here. Look how long he's been ruling, though, and it's just bad, though. It's just bad, though. Everybody's unhappy. Everyone's fucking like has low insecurities, though. Everyone's fucking overweight, though. You could be this, you could be that, though. I was just telling my woman yesterday, though, this is the worst place to be, though, because they allow you to say and be what the fuck you want, man. You know what I'm saying, though? But the thing about it, though, is, but they want to call this place Great America.
Got a precept for you?
Yeah.
2nd Ezra 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that follow it?
We're seeing that right now. What's it called, though? These Babylonians going against each other now, though.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
If I could say this, I was watching the short clips of no kings, and basically they're being violent with each other. Like Esau's being violent with Esau.
Yeah.
He's pulling up
Egyptian.
on the protesters and basically starting fights, and then he gets in fights, and then he cries and complains about it. This old man was talking shit, and then basically he was running after this guy, and the other protesters tripped him, and he busted up his face, and it's right there.
Yeah, it was, what's Egyptian against Egyptian, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's what's it called? Unrest. What is that?
Civil unrest.
Civil, yeah, rest though. So that's literally happening right now. You know, man's sedition though. You know, people are just gonna get prompt to do go against the government though, man. Which is prophesied in the scriptures though, man.
I got prophecy for you.
Got.
2nd Ezra 6:8, and he said unto me, this is the angel talking to Ezra, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first of the heel of Esau. That means that there was conflict. Hold on, man. You know when you hold on to something? Let's say you're on the bus or something.
Mm-hmm.
You're holding on to the thing, right? Because you don't want to fall.
Yeah. Which all of us, they have that.
And then you see, and then when you get into a shaky situation, you're trying to hold on to something. So Jacob's like, hold on, man, you're not good for this. You're trying to hold on, and it's like, you know, we don't like this. Like, you ever see two people arguing and someone holds on to someone else?
Oh yeah.
That's
it gets
like,
intense.
that's the thing. That's what they're talking about. It's gonna be intense.
Yeah, it's symbolic, saying that, you know, this devil's gonna go down, man. You know, and Jacob has the upcoming, you know, rising though. So. And that's the thing about it though, you know, that it's just so symbolic though, because it's like nah, nigga, you're not too willing to rule this place, man. Get the fuck over here, you know. And this devil, even his own people are, you know, because these elites though, they don't give a fuck about their own people, man. Which I'll get a scripture too real quick, because it tells you though, you know, that he's good though, not to himself though, like well, I'm butchering it up though. I'll get that scripture real quick though, but it's this devil, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, this devil is always fucking like the elites though, which Apostle Hard was talking about that movie with Matt Damon in it though. Man, that's a good movie though. It's with the E. I forgot.
Elysium?
Yeah, there you go, that one. It's a good movie though. And that's the thing though, man. So it's been known, it's been saying it though. It's gonna be no more middle class though, man. The middle class is gonna get cut off though, man. You're gonna be rich, or you're gonna be poor. You know?
Yeah. 2nd Ezra chapter 13 and talking about verse 3. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burnt that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire. And that's Yahushua, you know, sending us to go prophesy. But then that's his actual voice. Because then his voice, like, it'll shake you up. Like, what was the first thing, and they always get this wrong. Like, when they make movies about the Lord, they always make them talk like,
yeah, like that soft tone though, you know?
Nah, he wasn't like that. He was like, look at him. He wasn't like that. He was like, what the fuck do you think I'm here for? to bring peace? Hell no. I'll be coming to bring the sword. And that shows in every prophet's, especially in GMS, spirit. It should be.
Should be in that spirit though.
Should be like, man, fuck this place. And yeah, all this, because it says right here, the angel's telling Ezra that when he turned his countenance, everybody was trembling. So the picture of the Lord that you see should scare you.
Yeah. Because I was gonna say, when he came to Earth with 1,000 years though, that was already the downfall of this fucking devil, right? Yeah. And the thing is though, it's like, so if these devils see this picture, this image right here, you know, that's against what they believe though, man, because they know damn well is, if you know, but people believe in this image right here, they, you know, that's already, you know, like knowing that's the downfall though, you know, that's why they gotta put him as, you know, he looking white though, you know, But the fact, because we never seen this before, man. We never seen this before, man. Like this image though, I never seen this image before though, you know. But to be able to see this though, something different though, it just, you know, you gotta think about it, question like, okay, who is this right here, you know? And that's the thing. And you gotta say, well, you know, Jesus, real name is Yahweh Shai, or the so-called black man, you know? And these people, even like the people, even our own people can't accept this image right here, you know? Especially the fucking Northern Kingdom, man. They can't accept this image right here though, man.
And you know what it is? It's it goes back to self-hate, because there's statues of Olmecs, right, with big noses, and if you really go into the deepest parts of Mexico, their people are fucking black.
Yeah, and they even get discriminated because it was funny because yesterday I was with my brother-in-law, right, and you know like people talk about like they're gonna talk about somebody though, they just had to throw in, oh, he was a black guy, right? So this my brother-in-law, he was talking about somebody he knows, right? And he just had to say, oh yeah, I was helping this Oaxaquito, because you know they're known to be dark though. So how come he couldn't just be like, I was just helping this guy out? But no, he had to throw out, oh, helping this Oaxaquito, you know, because they're dark skinned. So it's like, nigga, couldn't you just say you're helping this guy, your friend out? But he had to throw in, oh, he was Oaxaca, you know. So even within the Issachar, you know, like tribe though, they you know, if you dark skin, you get discriminated, man. Like Chocoflan or some shit, man.
And the only difference is between the people from Oaxaca and the people from, let's say, Nuevo León, is that the people down further south have more indigenous roots.
Yeah, that's what I said too. Yeah, they're more close to like the they want to talk about the Aztecs and this and that. Their blood's more closer to them, you know.
The closer you get to the United States.
Oh yeah.
The further you move north, the more European it gets. Because remember, Italians were there, fucking French were there, Spanish, you know. But that's how you know our people, because it'll be like, he's a Oaxaquita.
Yeah, and that's what my brother said. Why couldn't he just say he was, you know, a guy was helping him, but no, he had to throw in Oaxaquita. It's kind of like how people say like, oh yeah, I went to the store though, and I seen this black guy there, right? And they just gotta throw in the black, you know, like throwing that in though, man.
And what happens when they throw it in there? You're already waiting for something bad.
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, like what does this black guy do?
Something,
you know what I mean?
Something
negative.
Something negative.
Yeah.
A stigma or a stereotype is what they call it.
Mm-hmm.
But this is not a typical stereotype, because your typical stereotype of the Lord is he's all loving, accepts everything.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why our people get mad when they see this, because they're already in sin.
Yeah.
They're already fucking in sin. And they're not really set apart, you know, they don't want to be apart. And that's just jealousy. Like they don't have the balls to be like, I'm done. Fuck this.
Yeah.
It's like you're in a bad relationship and you don't want to leave.
But it's toxic and you gotta get the fuck out of there. Yeah, and that's the relationship with people that they, you know, they don't want to leave.
Even
you know?
Tina Turner left fucking Ike.
Yeah, and that fool used to beat her ass, right? Yeah, he used to fuck her ass up.
Shit, that's how you people are. You 2/3. No, I love Jesus.
Can't get it go that name and that image though.
And right now with the No Kings protest, it's fueling that fire more. No, white people are dead. No, white people. It's fueling that fire because they're seeing they're fighting each other.
Yeah.
But they're not fighting each other for you. They're fighting each other because the white people want to continue treating you bad, and the people that want to fight those people are what's that called? Guilty. Feel guilty.
The guilty conscience they got.
They have to do something about it.
Yeah. Which I got the precept real quick. Yeah. So this is the book of Elasticus, which is known as Sirach 14:5. It says, "He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods." But see, the key is he that is evil to himself, to whom he will be good. So, you know, these elites, though, I mean, you know, these Edomites, though, like, they ain't no good within each other, though. So what makes you think they're going to be good to you tribes, though, you know? You know, he's not even good to his own fucking people, man. That's why he's trying to make it into a rich or poor, man, society, though, and that's it, man. And it's going to come out with the MOTV, though, man, which, you know... I think they already said something over there in Mexico. Shit, they already got it going. You know, it's getting closer and closer here.
And they're doing the same thing. They're deporting motherfuckers back to the United States. How do
Yeah,
you
yeah,
like
yeah.
that? How do
Yep.
you like that?
Yep.
You're just fighting with everybody.
Yeah. They're deporting motherfuckers back over here though. If you don't got the citizenship over there though, they're fucking sending your ass over here though.
And that's a horrible thing because the Lord said don't use usury, but that's just a business tactic. Let's say us three have a business, right? And I send you a product, and you're like, no, this is not the right product. And then you send it to him, you send it to me. That's three businesses
Transactions, yeah.
and then got money. Don't fucking fool me. You're just using us for business. You're deporting us over there. That costs a lot of money. You're sending them the bill, and they're saying, no, fuck this. This is costing us a lot of money. We're sending them back to you, and we're sending you the bill.
How you like that?
How you like that? But they're doing that to everybody. Everybody's doing that to each other. So if they deport them to Mexico, Mexico has to find out where they're from, and then deport them to them, and then they're fucking sending them the bill, and then they send you the bill. It's just a business transaction. It's called maritime law, the maritime business law. You're using it. You're using it. You don't fucking fool me. You ain't no heroes.
Yo, you got that one?
Yeah, this is Exodus 23 and 25.
Oh, two. No, 23 and 2. Yeah. Yeah, so, you know, we're talking about all these things of the world, right, though? So the fact of the matter is, we don't want to participate in these, though, you know? So when we talk about being a loner, I'm talking about staying the fuck away from the worldly things, though. You know what I'm saying, though? We're not going to participate in this and participate in that, you know? And that's just the thing about it, though, man. Because even our forefathers, though, they're always on the go, man. They weren't about the, you know, what did it say, though? Simplicity, the multiple, don't follow multitude, simplicity, that, you know? So if you're someone that's following the crowd, though, like you say, though, you want to be a crowd pleaser, you're much going to be the guy that's going to be, you know, doing the sin, though, you know? If you can you read that one?
Exodus 23 and 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to wrest judgment.
You see? So what I just pretty much said, though, you know? And I believe that's one of those some commandment, though, right? They call it some what was it called, though? But it's a commandment, though, right? So you as an Israelite, though, if you don't even know if you're an Israelite, though, so imagine if you don't even know you're an Israelite, though, you're just doing things what you see growing up, though, and you're just being what you see and what they're teaching you, though, you're just gonna do it, though, you know? And that's just the thing about it, though. So if you're over here growing up not even knowing you're an Israelite, though, you're gonna follow the multitude to do sin, though, man, without even fucking knowing it either. You got reason? Yeah, I got.
2 Corinthians 11:3. But I fear lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, so your minds should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in the Mashiach.
Exactly. And then you believing that he's, you know, white, though, man, that's his simplicity, man. You know? And that's the thing, though. You keep following these things of the world. You know what it says? The wages of sin is death, though.
Oh, shit.
You're gonna continue, though, man. You know what I'm saying, though? So eventually, you know what? How it says, you know, these Christians like to use, oh, you know, if you know the truth, oh, the truth will set you free. They don't even understand that. You got one?
Romans 6:23. For the wages of sin is death, but the gift of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is eternal life through Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, our Lord.
Yeah, you see? So that's the thing, though. So and it's Christians that just try to knock the Old Testament, try to knock the old commandments out. Oh, that was the time of Moses. We believe in Jesus now. But what the hell is sin, though? And that's in the New Testament. And the wages, though, which is iniquity, you know, the stacking of sins, though, you know, that comes death, though. So if you got the statute, the law, commandments, and the faith, of course, though, of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, though, you know, you're not stacking sin after sin after sin, though, you know? What it tells you in Judges 5th chapter 11th, though, we're just rehearsing the righteous acts, though. Because if it wasn't for Yahweh Shai, and we had to do the Old Testament, which Moses,
died.
We dead though, yeah. We sinning right now, literally, because we know damn well all these clothing is not the same material.
Shit, my Tim's ain't the same shit.
Yeah, we've got different materials though.
Yeah.
You know, we just stepped on fucking we're over there. That shit, they use fucking what's that pig
Pig.
though?
Yeah.
Yeah, to make the cement.
We can't escape it.
We walk literally on like as we were walking, we were sinning though, man.
Man, we can't escape it. I got a piece of
Yeah, go on.
Second Ezra 6, 13, 13 and whereas thou hast spoken of them, 22, whereas thou hast spoken of them that are left behind, this is the interpretation. So he's trying to the angel is like telling him, look, this is what's going on, and that's what this angel is trying to do. See, you guys are so busy trying to be free, or I mean, what the fuck's wrong with you, man?
Yeah.
Why the fuck you want to be like that?
What they call it, free spirited or
Free-spirited?
whatever that shit.
You'd rather fucking join hand in hand with sinners and set yourself apart and be alone.
Yeah. And then you people don't even like to challenge yourself though, because the thing is though, like your biggest enemy is yourself in reality, man. And if the thing about it though is that if you can't handle, because I got a cousin though, he always likes to be around people. He can't stay by himself, man. And if he stays by himself, it's like he gets anxiety or some shit, which that's a demon though. But the thing about it though is, you as yourself though, you gotta learn how to be by yourself, because you get to learn a lot by yourself too. And the thing is though is, if you alone by yourself though, you get mentally stronger too, man. That's why when even the two turds though, this brother calls them two turds. They go to prison though, they end up in fights or shit like that. They go in solitary confinement though.
And that's what they do good.
Yeah, and then eventually they'll be like, oh shit, like fuck. And sometimes motherfuckers that go in there, they end up fucking doing themselves or trying to hang themselves in there or some shit because they can't take that the being by themselves though, Because imagine being in a room and it's dark though, man, and you got nowhere to go though, man. So that's something you would have to fight within yourself though. Ain't nobody gonna back you up for that. And Slugger.
So you said fight with yourself, right? And that's the thing. If you're by yourself in solitude, and you have to face your real self.
Yeah.
And people don't like their real self. That's why they end up killing them. If you could be okay with your real self, 'cause my real self is weak. I got injuries. Can't control things. I'm fucking pitiful. Being okay with that when you're alone makes you stronger because you're now what are you gonna do? Okay, I start lifting weights. Bang. Now the way I see myself when I talk to myself doesn't match what I see when I look in the mirror. So it can't be true. So now that person inside has to change. So now you're gonna kill that person inside. Or you're gonna kill that person outside.
Yeah. That's from real. Hey, that's real. It's real. That's what Yahweh Shai said. You come as a new creature because you gotta kill that old self, man.
Ain't nobody want that old nigga.
Yeah.
Precept because you're Romans 12:2, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High.
Beautiful.
So, be not conformed to this world, and renew your mind.
You got to take a big man to do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta take that leaven out, man. Become a new creature, like Yahweh Shai says though. So you can't come up in here thinking that you can still sell drugs though. Yeah, I sold a fucking dime to that group, and camp, you can't be doing shit like that, man.
That's a trap. Though.
Yeah.
That's a trap.
It says right here, pleasing and perfect will of the Most High. So we're here to please the Most High,
Yeah.
not to please the world.
So if you want to see yourself in the real life, get away from everybody.
Yeah.
Get away from everybody for like 2 or 3 days.
That's what Yahushua did too. He got away sometimes.
When they try to make him king though, took off though, Like, fuck, yeah, somehow.
That's a defense mechanism. smart individuals. If someone in your family is more intelligent than you, and they care about you, when they get a critical point in a conversation, they'll either argue with you or already see that there's no point and walk away.
Yeah.
You know, if you have kids that do that to you, don't get mad at them. They're just convinced in their mind there's no point. I can't convince my dad.
Yeah.
I can't convince my mom. I will walk away. Let them walk away. Let them. Because those kids that you have like that, they're fucking strong. That's the next generation.
Yeah.
But again, every man that's up here is strong because we had to be by ourselves. This brother lives by himself. I mean, I'm jealous of this brother. If I live by myself, oh,
No, trust me, bro. You
I'm not
what?
even thinking about girls, bro. First things first, I catch my girl. Well,
Yeah.
time to respect. What could I do?
Have time to work out. Have time to, wake up and, just go straight to the scriptures though. But, we have to wake up. Kids, the kids already up before I am. No waking me up. Like shit, So it's
How
like
does that feel?
consuming.
When you get woken up before it is time to wake up. I got a picture for that. Second Ezra 13:30, and he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth. So you don't want to get woken up by him coming. You want to get woken up by the message of he's coming.
Yeah.
You don't want to, oh, he's here. Oh,
Shit. Yeah.
oh, he's coming. You better get ready right now.
Exactly. You want to be ready, you gotta stay ready.
You motherfuckers got ready for Santa Claus.
When the stores and people are getting ready for Christmas already, huh? I just went to what place was it though? Fuck, they already had like Christmas shit. It's not even fucking Halloween
It's
yet.
not even Halloween.
The Walmart, no, but it was a different store too. Cause we went to Hanford though. I think it was either Diddy's. I think it was Diddy's though. Diddy's, they already got like it's already what motherfucker? We're in December already. Like what the fuck? I think it was Diddy's though, and I was like, what the hell? They got Christmas shit. I think it was Christmas shit over here, over there, and I'm like, what the fuck? Halloween hasn't even happened
We
yet.
haven't even had our turkey yet.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Like it's crazy, but people are getting ready for that. But the same
They
people,
want you to spend money.
yeah.
Yeah, now take a look at that. When the wicked holidays come, everybody,
It's ready up.
everybody participates. Everybody gets ready. And let's say just Halloween. Everybody's gonna get, I don't know if they're gonna do it now, but everybody's gonna get dressed up to do what? Go and fucking, they got something called Trick or Trunk or something. And who's gonna be supporting that? The churches. They set up their parking lots for people to pass by a church on Halloween. And I'm telling you what's gonna happen. You're gonna see them lined up with fucking people in cars, set it up, booths, all come and trick or treat right here.
Oh yeah, because they're doing like that nowadays.
They
Yeah.
have to have the flyers too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
easy.
I've
So
seen a flyer on my door and
that's why he's bad.
it's talking about
Come.
Halloween and
Yeah, damn.
Wow.
See?
shit. At the church and shit.
Halloween at the church.
Mm-hmm.
Make that make sense though, man. Make that make sense.
He loves me anyway, brother. Don't worry about what I do.
It's gonna be all kinds of activities and
Gonna, dude, I was watching you brothers gotta watch Vampire in Brooklyn with Eddie Murphy. It's funny, but it's hitting the point. When he turned into the preacher and he was promoting sin, like, because you know how vampires have that ability to get in people's minds. He was like, that man had sex with that woman, and then his wife was like, you cheated on me, and then the pastor Eddie Murphy goes, it's okay to cheat. There's bad love and there's good love. Or something like that, but it's it's hilarious how you people want to go to the churches because they're catering to your needs, and how they get you is through those holidays.
Yeah, holidays though. Food. Oh, we're gonna have food over here.
Oh hell yeah.
That's why Yahweh Shai got mad at the people because they were just coming for, I believe, for like the fish, right, or the fish bread. You know what I mean? So he pretty much he didn't just tell them though. He told them like, hey, you motherfuckers are just coming for the fish and bread. You're not even here coming for the word though. You know? So even Yahweh Shai is against trying to get people to,
Cookouts.
you gotta come, righteously though, Not because, John the Baptist, he fucking cussed out those Pharisees, you know, called them vipers and all that, you know. So it's like you're not coming with the correct spirit though. It's like, you know, it's the same thing with, you know, with the apostles and down though, you know. You're not coming with the correct spirit though. You're actually gonna get cussed out, man. You know, but you're gonna take it as how you're gonna take it. But in reality, it's love because we're rebuking you with the truth, though, man. You know?
Matthew 3:7. But when he saw many of the Pharisees and Sadducees,
Oh, yeah, that's the spirit. Can you start at one though? Because that's the one I was gonna, you know, it's
Yes,
3 and
sir.
1. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Because that was I was gonna hit that one too.
3:1.
Yeah, yeah. You can start at the first.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see. Let's get this in here. It's Matthew 3:1. It's called, the chapter's called The Preaching of John the Baptist. And the verse 1 says, In those days came John the Baptist, preaching in the wilderness of Judea, and saying, Repent ye, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
And so he was in the wilderness, right? So he wasn't in no fucking, well, now he's a church parking lot prophesying, teaching, no, you know? He was at the wilderness, so. And then that's the thing, though. So, like, you know, like with us, we're over here. We're not at a church parking lot, though. But if we were, we'll probably have some people, you know, look or even come up, though. But since we're over here, right? We're not near a church, though. We're not near a business. We're not near somewhere, right? People ain't going to walk up to us, though, and see what we're doing, though. So, you know? So, you know what I mean?
And verse 3 says, For this is he that was spoken of by the prophet Isaiah, saying, The voice of one crying in the wilderness, Prepare ye the way of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the Lord make his path straight.
Yeah, see? So that word straight, is it the path difficulties, right?
Let's find that.
Yeah, so it, you know, in this, it's gonna be hard though, you know. It's not gonna be an easy walk though. But you see, you people go into these churches though, because how this brother say they cater you into coming in though. You know, how is it that? Why can't you just speak, you know, and you catch people's ears though? But no, you gotta come with these gimmicks and these type of things though to get the people to come hear you out. You know, all they're doing is you're having them to hear you out though, but they ain't listening though. You know.
The definition is Euthys G2117. It is straight, level. And let me just say this as a little construction worker. If you want to get something level, it's not fucking easy.
Yeah.
It's not fucking easy.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers say it's easy, they've been doing it for fucking years. Do something and put a level on it. Get that bubble right in the fucking middle. I dare you. Try that shit with any fucking project. You will lose your fucking mind. You can't just do it real fast. You have to, it's hard. It says straightforward, upright, true, sincere, straightway, immediately, forthwith. And there's other roots, and let's go to the other roots.
It says sincerity.
Mm-hmm.
People don't come, man. People just come for their own beneficial thing, man.
Yeah.
They don't even come for sincerity though.
It says one of them is Tiffany, to set, put, place, to place or lay, to set, fix, establish, to set for something by its own. And the other one, and the other one is to be well off, fair, well, prosper, acting well. And that's pretty hard. You guys
Yeah.
can't do it.
And they can't do it though. And we're over here suffering, trying to though. Like I said, you know, practicing the rehearsing the righteous acts though, trying to though, but it's hard though.
And I'm gonna do a web search of that word straight.
And I
Yeah,
got a
preset.
preset whenever you're ready.
All right. It says extending or moving uniformly in one direction only, without a curve or bend.
Exactly though. So here you are, you know, saying though they don't, you know, believe in how some Christians people don't believe in Halloween, right? But then there they are celebrating the Thanksgiving and the Christmas, right? So they're curved, man. Them motherfuckers did a dangerous curve to the side though. You guys?
Yeah, because you're saying the straight is the hard way, you know, and then the broad, the big way, the broad way, that's the easy way. Because it says Matthew 7:13, enter ye in at the straight gate, And the straight, means the righteous way, because you got to stay straight.
Yeah, because the definition, I believe, was sincerity, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, see? Sincerity.
Enter ye at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in therein.
And it also says a long straight road. A long straight road.
You see temptation. Well, in the book of Second Ezra, right? You see the left the water and the right the fire. Something to do with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's dangerous though, So, because it's so easy, like just like as his brother said, man, the broadest way with sin. So it's easy for you just to go and sin though, man.
They don't want to take the long route. They see a shortcut.
Yeah.
But that's the shortcut to death.
Right?
Mhm.
Yeah, they see the finish line right there, and they're like, well, if I go this way, I'll probably get there faster.
Yeah.
And it also says straightforward, upright, true, sincere. And it has precept right here. Acts 8:21. Thou hast neither part nor lot in this matter, for thy heart is not right in the sight of Yahweh.
See?
Because you ain't straight.
You ain't straight, yeah. You know how people be like, hey man, you good, man, you straight.
Yeah.
Because they tell you that in ways because they see something that's off, like either you're stressing about something or something's wrong with you,
I remember that from that movie Blood In, Blood Out. It says, stay straight, pendejo.
Oh yeah, Crucito, when he was telling, yeah.
Because he was going to...
Make a deal with Clavo, right? Or something like that. Oh, they were gonna rob something, like a van of some money, right? Crucito told him, like, stay straight, pendejo. Crucito, yeah.
He just got out of prison.
Yeah. But see, when he was what? Because he was working at this like shop, tire shop or something. He was like stressing though.
And they treated him like shit.
Yeah, but remember he added the numbers though.
And he fucking called them out.
Called them out, and the dude was like, "Well, I could just call your parolee or your parole officer."
Well,
So he was in a situation too where he was like, "Fuck!" So he took the broad way to rob that fucking man.
And that
It was easier for him.
And I'm sorry. And that goes to show you that even though you look like them, you're not them. Because Miklo was half Mexican, bro.
Yeah.
Right? That was the deal.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, why would he be in there? I got Psalm 7 and 11. Listen to those numbers. And Yahweh judges the righteous, and Yahweh is angry with the wicked every day. And that's in Psalms.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Even I think it's an 81 and 3.
Mhm. So, and that's why you guys, it's hard for you to go straight.
Because it's just so easy just to hit that curve, man. Motherfuckers that, do something all right, knowing the fact that they have drinking problems, though, and when something happens, though, they go straight back to that bottle, though.
Oh, shit.
It's
So,
just easier for them.
How do you tell if somebody has an addictive personality? Well, these people did what's called scientific research, and they studied kids that did the spins. It spun around, and they passed out on the floor, and they were like,
Yeah.
those kids have addictive personalities. And I used to do that shit, and I was like, whoa, man, that makes sense, because I used to drink a lot,
Yeah.
party a lot. And
Yeah.
it's fun, right?
Yeah.
To get the spins and everything. And that's exactly what happened. Every time you were drunk and you go home and hit the bed, you get the spins.
Spins. Yeah, you feel like the whole world's spinning around you.
That damages your brain.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know that back then, but that just goes to show you that those kind of people have addictive personality. So if somebody wants to drive fast,
That's his big personality.
you got a dangerous personality.
Yeah.
Somebody wants to keep spinning, and they're not taking care of the bill. That's a dangerous personality.
Yeah. No, and that's true. Like I was the same way too. I already drink though. I used to drive drunk to shit, and it was, I was thinking because I lived in a small town. Like, I know the what's that called though? The alleyways and shit to get to my house. Got comfortable with it, And it just, you never know. It just took that one night for me to get caught up and shit. I always had shit on me too, And then it's like, just took that one night, And you just never fucking know. But it is true because I got accustomed to that lifestyle for many years, And I remember because I would go to sleep like at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. It was hard for me just to be able to sleep at 10 at night. You know, it took me, I talk about a couple of years, you know, to get my schedule back again though. But it was hard though, man. It was hard though. Hella fucking hard though, man. Because I was staying up for many years up though, you know? So it's just the thing about it though is, in this walk though, it's not gonna be the easiest though, man. So you people that can't come with this though, we understand it's not for you. You're not chosen though, you know? Which we understand. We're just here for the elect and that's it.
I got a piece of paper.
Ah.
Ecclesiasticus, it says 7 and 13. Consider the work of Yahweh, for who can make that straight which he hath made crooked? So only the Lord can fix you.
No, like, yeah, right? The only one.
And that's why the brother said when people get into solitary confinement, the confrontation between the you you're trying to escape from, the real you, and the you that you're visibly trying to be, transform yourself into, they get into a conflict. And if you don't have your house right there to tell you, look, you gotta kill that motherfucker.
Yeah.
That, I don't like that person. I like this person.
Yeah.
You have this person inside of you trying to bring that inside.
Yeah. And man, that's crazy because, you know, like, there'll be some brothers that have been in truth for years though, and they fall back into the world, man.
Yeah.
You know? And it's a scary thing, you know? It is a scary thing though, because you might think that, oh, you were doing this in the world, and you start kind of fucking with what you were doing back in the world, and then it just takes you away though, man. You know? Some brothers probably got taken away by a woman though, man. They just happen to meet this girl, right? But still be in the truth though. And next thing you know, they're not even in the truth no more.
That is the hardest thing to deal with as a woman, because
Yeah.
man, it's impossible.
They don't believe what you believe. So when you're trying to, like, you're doing something to tell them like, hey, I don't be doing that, this and that though. It's a problem with them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a problem with them though. So trust me, when I came, you know, I had my first kid with my woman though. I was coming in the truth though. Started having problems with her right away because I wasn't celebrating the 4th of July. I wasn't going with the fucking Christmas shit. I wasn't doing all this bullshit though. And I would tell her I ain't with that shit, telling her, and became problems though. And it was like an every year type of shit, man. You know. So it took a while for her to understand is, okay, this guy is not gonna do the shit of the world. Let me the fuck alone.
Since you said that, Isaiah 45 and 2, I will go before thee and make the crooked places straight. I will break in pieces the gates of brass and cut in sunder the bars of iron. Which was like, I want to do that shit anymore. I don't want to celebrate no fucking 4th of July. Those are things that are hard to get away from because they resemble like iron. Like, you can't fucking do anything.
Yeah, because it's so hard though.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
But it takes willpower. And man, that makes you straight. Like, that made you straight.
Yeah, because the case things though, it's like if you have your family though, and then like they're at a house celebrating Christmas though, and you're not gonna go. Well, you're just gonna be alone for that Christmas day. You know what I'm saying? So you become a loner, even if you like, you know, if they do something at your house or something though, but at the same time you're a loner mentally because you're not participating in the spirit of what they're in though. You know? So that's what makes you a loner in this world though, because you're not participating in the things of the world. So, you know, being a loner is, you know, people use it like in a bad term, you know, like a loner, you know. Hey, look at that loner over there. Well, guess what? He ain't listening, and he ain't fucking with you for a fucking reason though, you know. He ain't this type of accepting, you know, this person right here, which is Yahweh Shai, ain't gonna accept anybody though, you know. So that's the thing though. They make it seem like he's for the whole world. In the Bible says different though, you know. And that whole image of him with the open arms though and things like that, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Because it's, brother, you quoted it right. He's gonna come with the sword. Bring peace. It's not come to bring peace though, but a sword though.
And then you have to understand that whatever they're feeding you is for you to build a character in your mind. So that when you see the real Lord Yahushua, fucking mind breaks.
Yeah.
Because you weren't straight. You're still crooked.
Yeah, because you're expecting a different image though, or something different though. But you see the fathership though, you're gonna be like, oh shit, aliens. Knowing the fact that Yahweh shine the angels, you know? And we're gonna see that. Lord will be able to even see that and be like, oh damn, yes, man. The fuck out of here, you know?
And even though he's gonna fuck everybody up, this God, our God, God's son, he's very merciful.
Yeah.
He's very merciful. He's gonna give all you women a chance to change your filthy ways right now. And I don't know how he's gonna do it, but you really don't deserve it.
Yeah. I was gonna say, cause man, that's gonna be a whole lot of changes, though. You
It's
know?
gonna be a whole lot of change, and I suspect a whole lot of violence is gonna be happening,
Definitely, though.
which is contrary to the open arms, you know. And
Yeah.
if Project Bluebeam is coming up too, then your mind's gonna really get fucking broken, because you're gonna look up and you're gonna see that white Jesus devil coming down with his hands open. And you're okay. Well, let's talk about. Did you know that in Africa these motherfuckers were waiting for the rapture?
yeah. Well, they didn't one of the ones that happened though. He took them to a forest or somewhere though. Yeah, right. And there was a bunch of them, and I don't know what they were saying though, but nothing happened.
Well, that's how you break someone's spirit. That's how you break someone's faith.
Yeah.
Somebody gave away their truck. All the
To work. And his boss called him stupid or laughed at him. He said his boss laughed at him. I would have laughed at him too. You're a fucking idiot.
They're like you guys don't understand. You guys are it's like children. Tell a child that Santa Claus is coming, and he wants you to be good the whole year. That motherfucker will be good the whole fucking year.
Yeah, crazy, huh?
You don't even have
Just
to
for that
think-
Nintendo Switch.
Whatever he wants it so fucking bad.
He'll be good. Yeah.
That's how you should be with the Lord. You want it so fucking bad, you better get it.
Yeah.
And the way you can get it is by changing.
And the thing is, they'd be saying Santa Claus, be good for Santa Claus, but what about Yahweh Shai, right?
Mhm.
You know,
Well, he doesn't give anything else. He doesn't give any toys out. I don't know about Yahweh. But people want something to what Jesus gives you is self-gratification. and then Yahweh gives you a chance to look at yourself.
Yep, exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
You said John 6 and 14?
Yeah, look what you shot, yeah.
John 6 and 14. Then those men, when they had seen the miracle that Yahushua did, said, This is of a truth that prophet that should come into the world. When Yahushua therefore perceived that they would come and take him by force to make him a king, he departed again into a mountain himself alone.
Oh, that's the scripture I was talking. Yeah. See?
Remember when I told you?
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, hell no, you know? And that showed meekness too, man. You know, because he knew too it wasn't his time yet. You know?
And what it doesn't say there is when he saw in his mind, these motherfuckers are gonna start a revolution before it's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
And they're gonna make me save them with my powers before I'm supposed to use it.
When it's actually happening right now, though.
But what caused that was Satan. Satan was in there too. He was in there fucking
Mix.
You know, it doesn't say that, but that's what it was. This is how.
Satan said it. I'll make you
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, the world, right?
I'll give you all these
kingdoms. Give you all these kingdoms. Yeah.
So when see that was so beautiful, man. He was like, no, fuck this. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
He walked away.
Yeah, because that's the thing though. It's time though. So he had to go be alone though, because like whoa, I don't, you know, like now's not the time, and just like things like that though, you know.
Just like me, like at work, I don't want to be a manager because then you have to deal with all the organization. Now you
People right too.
Yeah, have you ever seen a manager at Walmart? Go to any fucking Walmart. Those managers dressed fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say because the people, the workers though, they look calm, like they just like they're smiling though, you know, they just doing their job, pushing and everything though, and they look calm though. But I understand what you're talking about because the managers are the ones that they're putting up a fake smile though, like motherfucker, you know, you hate this job though, you hate being the boss of these people. But the other workers though, you could tell genuinely they're like Man, it's
Yeah,
just
they
like,
hate credit cards. You want to know how I know? When I was working with this brother at Walmart, this bitch named Lori was the manager, and I told this bitch, "Good morning." Her hair was fucked up, and I just wanted to tell her that no, your hair's fucked up.
yeah.
I said, "Good morning," and she goes, "What?" And I was like, "Your hair's fucked up, bitch." And she was like, "Oh, thank you." She's fucking miserable.
yeah.
And then her hair was fucked up. She's not fucking feeling good. Why would she? If I'm telling you good morning or hi, how you doing?
You're gonna respond back, oh, thank you, or something.
What? Get the fuck out of here, man! It's like, and I probably was upset that time because right now it's funny, but like the brother's saying, if he wants to be manager, he's gonna have to manage his fucking psychosis. He's gonna have to manage his brain.
And deal with people's emotions and things, and like, if something happens,
I'm gonna have to work the days they want me to work.
And
Stay.
you'll be the one they'll call in. You can't.
oh yeah, because if someone calls off, you're dead, you know.
You can't have no fucking set. You can't have a vacation. You can't say, look, I'm taking
A whole week
I'm
on, 2
taking this
weeks.
whole week off.
Yeah.
No, you're a manager.
Fuck that.
And sure, you'll get paid more.
But
But
more
is it not
responsibility.
worth it? Is it worth it, maybe? Or you think about what you're gonna do for what you're gonna give up. That's how it should be. You're gonna give up a lot because you're gonna have to deal with people, and when somebody's gonna get fired, you're gonna have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Go to meetings.
You have to go to meetings.
Oh, that's right, huh? Or something fucks up, or they be having meetings every week or every month, though, huh? Or something, though.
And nobody is ever on the same fucking page.
What if they say something about the Bible?
Exactly. What if they?
Oh,
the-
yeah.
Remember the cochina? They were like, you gotta take, and I'm pretty sure all the men. Because that's what they did at the other company. None of them said nothing. They all got big money. I was the one saying, fuck that. A lot of people were saying, fuck that. But if you're a manager, you have to do things for the company. You don't have a fucking...
You got no saying. You're pretty much a slave to that fucking company, you know? That's what he pretty much is, though, you know? Yeah, I understand, too, because when I was working at Harris, we got to work as a team, you know? If this motherfucker slacked, though, it was like, damn, the job's going to be more harder. Then we had to deal with the managers. This shit, hey, why are you guys picking up? Well, motherfucker, talk to this motherfucker, though. He's slacking off. And they get mad, well, you guys that work as a team. Well, like, motherfucker, if you're on the same team with him, you understand what the fuck I'm telling you right now. And it was always this back and forth shit, you know? But then when I got the other job, though, the recent one as a driver, I was left the fuck alone. And it felt better, less stress. I know I was doing my job, though, because I was doing it well. Not to boost myself, but I was doing it well. So it was like, well, really? So it was an issue when I was working in a team, though. I wasn't doing my job right, though. But here I am in a different job, working by myself alone. Give me the task, though. I just got to pick up these people, though. Doing it right, though. And I got no fucking slack or, hey, calls like, hey, you're not doing your job right. Ever since I worked at that job, though, or when I did work there, I had no call saying, hey, you're doing this wrong, or saying that, or nothing. Nothing, though. You know what I mean? So it's best to, even at a job too, brother, like, it's best just to work by yourself, though. You know what I mean? Because if you're working in these different teams, though, this motherfucker, like, I hate working those type of jobs, man. And the thing is, like, you know, you're doing good, though, but then at the same time, you're working your ass off, though, just to keep up the whatever you guys are doing as a team, though. You stress yourself out too, though. And then it comes back to you, though, you know? So as a person that's alone working, though, hey, man, those are like the best jobs, though, because it's on you, though, to handle it, though, you know? And the thing, too, is, again, it's truth, though, like it tells you in Philippians, though, you can only save your own salvation, though, you know? This brother can't have my salvation. I can't save this brother's salvation, though, you know? We got to work on ourselves, though, you know? And that's the thing, though. But it's a beautiful thing when we get together, though, and we could prophesy together, though, you know? Because some brothers are by themselves, though, and they might see them and be like, oh, look, he's a loner. But guess what? That brother might be the elect, though. So who gives a fuck if you're alone? Like the brother, I think you brothers already seen, though, the guy that, you know, pulled that gun out on the brother, and he beat the fuck out of him, though. He was by himself. He was a loner. And the other dude had the gun, and he still overpowered him.
And that gun didn't even work. let me tell you, brothers, just one thing. I mean, I'm never going to talk about guns again. If someone takes a gun out and they rack it, it's already loaded.
Yeah.
If they rack it again, it's not going to work. You cannot rack the gun twice.
Oh yeah, because the dude did do that twice. Yeah.
And if you put the hammer back, most guns don't have a hammer. Okay, except if it's a 45. And then you rack it, the hammer goes back. But I seen that dude mess with the hammer, and then he racked it again. If the gun is like this, you push the barrel forward. So if he's got the gun and he's gonna push it on you, push the barrel, and then that's gonna take it out of battery. And what that means is it's not gonna fire properly. So then he would have to rack it again and take the bullet out.
Yeah.
So that you know, I keep saying it. We're just waiting for those secret powers. Yeah, that brother was getting even trying to fight.
Standing too damn close too.
Yeah.
You guys already know.
His personal space.
If someone's already getting that close to you, you're already gonna be on alert.
Yeah.
You know.
Like I said, that brother was alone, and you know, Yahweh Shai was with him though.
Yes, sir.
He definitely was with him though, because how he overpowered him, how he made the other guy look like a bitch though. He was all bloody from the face though. I mean, and then because he even came out that what's this? It's a Jake though, you know, that reports on things like Karens and racism and shit though. Yeah. So he even the brother even came out that, and it, not one bad thing I heard about that guy said about the brother though. He's all, this brother was preaching the word, you know, he's preaching the Bible, and this white guy came and put the gun and this and that though, you know what I'm saying though? And he was just like that's the only time that I seen that someone talk good about the brothers GMS though, you know? Because any other brother, anybody though, will talk down though, you know? But it takes this guy to, you know, like to be like, yo, this brother was just preaching the word, man, and this white guy came and, you know, this and that happened though, you know? But we didn't look at it as a black and white thing, man, you know? We looked at it as like, you know, hey, Yahweh Shem Shai is working with this man though, you know?
Yeah, you guys see that.
Yeah, you guys see the black and white.
Black and white.
Yeah.
We don't see that shit.
Yeah.
And one thing that I do notice that whenever I put our videos up on
The shorts?
on the shorts, there's more views from the shorts because it's mostly our people. And the only time that I ever hear something negative is from Esau. They'll be like, just the outfits alone make you want to not watch.
Yeah, I seen that in the comment though when you brothers did the camp.
Well, I don't comment anymore, so don't watch. But guess what? There's thousands of people viewing those things, and now my camp videos is getting up. One of our camp videos has like 400 views. The one that's long, so that's pretty good.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then you guys are being noticed. People are praying for you. There's people praying for us. So when that brother was alone, he wasn't really alone.
Yeah, Psalms 34:7. The angels are captive around, you know.
And then the thing is, that brother had a beautiful spirit. He was all smiles.
Yeah.
Like if it would have happened to me, as soon as I would have noticed, he would have been in the air, going down on top of his head. and then, why do I say that? Why do I always say that? Well, because I wrestle. Okay, I have 2 teenage boys that like to test me, and if they make me mad enough, I show them, I double them, and I pick them up and I throw them on the couch, and that's where we throw each other. Like little Jerry does this judo thing and pushes me on the couch, and then we start wrestling. He's very strong. And then with Gabriel, we start boxing and wrestling. We were boxing, and he had the right glove, and I had the left glove, so I was just practicing with my left.
Oh, okay.
Get close enough to me. Taste one of my left hooks. Bam! You're being off. I'll do the Mexican hat dance on you. But I think people understand that, and that's why they picked on him. He was all about peace.
Yeah.
I'm giving you 3-piece. I'm all about giving you 3-piece.
Yeah.
But I'm holding that back.
Yep.
But you could tell in my eyes. It's not because I'm mean or anything. It's because my life sucks. I'm ready for it.
How they say, we got nothing to lose.
I ain't got nothing to lose.
You got, you know?
You know, and it's almost like I got that mentality where back in the Wild West, people were just fucking gunfights.
Yeah, the gunslingers and all that,
Like,
yeah.
I feel it. Like, I feel it. Imagine going to the store with a knife and a fucking gun.
Yeah.
Just to buy
Just
groceries
to buy,
for your
yeah.
kids.
Yeah, it is. That's how it's gonna be, though. You know, and that's the thing about it. Though, when we all walk out through the door, though, you know,
We're subject.
we're subject, yeah, to something you never know, though. You know. But the thing of the matter is, like this brother said, when we're like that, we fear Yahweh Shema Shai, though. What things of the world we're gonna fear, though? You know, because it's like we accept fate, though. What's gonna happen, though? You know. And you know, I was blessed yesterday that I was able to put the radiator on my woman's van and it worked, though. So I was like, yeah, you know. And for like the whole month, though, she didn't have the van, though. You know what I'm saying, though. But the thing is, though, it's like, hey, at least when we're happy yesterday and we're able to do it, though, I'm like, yeah, you know, that's all Yahweh Shema Shai.
It's a miracle.
Yeah, gone.
Philippians 1 and 6. Being confident of this very thing, that he which hath begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Yahweh Shai and Mashiach. So you're doing little miracles here and there,
Yeah.
knocking them out.
Yeah. And that's takes a lot of faith, though, you know, because if you keep it up, though, all the way till he comes, though, guess what? He got you. Like, what the fuck? Because that's what I came to. Now I'm gonna say came to conclusion. I'm like, what the fuck is like? It's like, why am I gonna stress about this? Why am I gonna stress about that? Why am I gonna stress about that? At the end of the day, it's not even about to me, though. It's a fate. It's like there's a fate, though, you know. So what the fuck am I gonna worry and have stress out my household, though, you know? Why the fuck am I gonna do all that shit, though? If it comes down to it where we have to lose everything, things like that, and that's gonna be a test. That's gonna be a test for my woman. It's like, you gonna come or what the fuck you gonna do, you know? Because then it's like, what about the bigger test, which is the MOTB, and knowing the fact that to get it, you got to buy groceries, you got to go to, you know, like all this other stuff, and I tell her I ain't gonna get this shit, and she gonna be like, well, you need it to get this and that, and that's gonna be her test, though, you know? So it's like, are you really gonna be with me? And one of the elders in New York will say the big test for a woman too is gonna be if when you get yourself another woman and she gonna able to accept that shit. See?
You know what? All right. I gotta mention this. Our friend the Crow, right? They're gonna eat those people that don't believe the word, because those people are gonna be lying down the street dead. Now I don't know if you remember this on the one, but they used to be our first. Remember those crows that used to come to our camp? So these crows are always watching us, and these birds are very intelligent. So I was driving that car, right? And one of those birds dropped a fucking nut in front of me so I could run it over and they could take the food.
Oh yeah.
But I swerved and I went to my house and it was fucking talking shit to me. So all right,
shit.
you know, these things are ready to eat.
Yeah.
So that test you're talking about, that
They
test
could
is
like
lunch.
Yeah.
some of them could like talk.
Yeah, they're very smart.
Yeah. They want to good talk, though.
They're very smart. They're fucking smart.
It's just that people don't want to have them as a pet, though, because they gotta get the, you know, the parrots, though. But if you got this parrot, train them, they motherfuckers can talk.
Because they don't like it because he's black.
Right?
But he saw me and he goes, all right, he's gonna turn right here. He dropped the nut right where I was gonna turn.
Yeah. Intelligent, these birds.
And I couldn't stop thinking about it. Yeah, he's waiting for that food. That's what and then the brother is absolutely right, because if you know, your woman will follow you, and my woman will follow me. Even though they'll say shit like, why you doing that? Bullshit. Bullshit. You wanna know why? Because of the things that are gonna happen.
Yeah. Like
Bad things are gonna happen.
that's the thing, though. So it's like, who is she gonna turn to?
You already got someone to turn to?
Right.
I'll fuck you up right now. You know?
Yeah.
And sometimes you gotta tell them like that.
Yeah. You gotta be to them that you seem mean, though, but it's like stern, though. You're being stern, but you know, it's just like, yeah. But guess what? A lot of mean things are gonna come to happen, though. The times are gonna be mean. You know? I got a precept. This is Matthew 6:25. It says, "Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat or what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body, what ye shall put on. Is not the life more than meat, and the body than raiment?" And in 26 it says, "Behold, the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are ye not much more better than they?" So that's the thing. So if the birds get to eat too, what makes if you're a man of the Lord, you're gonna eat too. So you got nothing to worry about. And how this brother was saying, the birds are intelligent. They are though, because remember, the birds are the one that fed Elijah, right? Yeah, the birds brought him food. So these birds, man, they're intelligent though, man. So from any other animal though, the birds though were the ones that brought food to Elijah, you know. And that's it. And then going back to this though, if they're gonna eat, they're gonna eat.
So are you.
So are you, yeah. So you got nothing to worry about though, you know. And that's the thing though, because like I said though, like I was able to get the snaps though this month though, right? But the next month they're already saying that you're not probably gonna be able to because the government shut down and all these things, right? And I told my woman, don't even fucking worry about it, you know. We shop smart this month.
Yeah, and you know
Shop
what?
smart.
It's not like your mom or her mom's gonna let you starve. They're gonna be like, come over for dinner. I already know how moms are.
Yeah. That's how her mom is.
And that's the best thing about, you know, the Lord. He'll have someone for you.
Yeah.
Like this brother has an empty house, and the next thing you know, he's gonna have 3 or 4 wives.
Right? Yeah. And that's the thing. You can set up with his brother could have 2 wives. I mean, I'll be jealous with his brother. Nah, just playing though. Yeah.
He deserves it.
Yeah. You know, I'll be like, damn, you know, then the brother's gonna have 2 or 3 wives, and they're gonna get along with each other. You know?
And that's gonna be a miracle because there's
Yeah.
no way 2 women can get along
Yeah.
if they're having the same man.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
Man, that's king status right there, man.
What they want. Each woman will be like, oh, I have this special friend. Can we golf eat together? Bitch, are you fucking serious? If you can't fathom the idea of me having 2 wives, why the fuck would you think that you could have 2 of anything? You can't even have 2 ideas, okay? I don't even want to hear 2 things that you have to say. That's how it's gonna be.
Yeah, and it's true.
You're gonna be like, and then the Bible said they're gonna make bread for us. They're gonna want to do it.
And our clothes too, right? I believe they say,
Mhm.
you know, woman's gonna make our clothes though. So
And there's only one type of woman that's gonna do that. That's a God-fearing woman.
yeah, exactly though. Which you don't really find here in Babylon though, you know. Yeah, and speaking of like the feeding, right? So when we went to Hanford though, we had to go get some food, right? And then we go to Costless right there on 11th, but were you right there by the 198? Yeah, the Costless. Yeah, across. So I guess we went there, and I guess they had like a power outage. Like, oh shit, you know? And you can tell I'm pretty happy because the women that were working in there are putting the signs of like power outage, you know, like so it was like fuck. So a woman will, what we need is meat and chicken and things like that, right? I'm like, all right, let's go to Costco. So we went to Costco. We got a couple of things though. So my woman wanted to go to another place there in Hanford called El Rey. I think it's called El Rey.
Oh, yeah.
Right there, you know. Well, you brothers know. So I was like, the Lord, the angel gave me an like, hey, I was like, hey, but what if this power outage is already done? Let's go Costco's first before we go to this place with more, the supermarket where it's more expensive, you know? So I was like, let's just go check though. You know, this power outage probably, it's already done. Who knows, you know? Because I even called the store, but they didn't answer. But I'm like, you know what? Let's just go check real quick. So she's like, all right. So we went, and sure enough, man, we seen that parking lot in Costco all filled up. Like, see, look at, if we would have went to Red, we wouldn't been able to get as much substance as we here in Costco. So good thing, I mean, it was the Lord, of course, that put that idea in my head though to go check first Costco though. And sure enough, they were open though. So I was like, you see, come on, you know. You wanted to go to fucking this other place where it's more expensive though, but just give no idea, you were doubting this other place that was gonna be open. And that's a normal, a woman for you to think though.
Normal behavior.
Yeah. And the thing is like, you guys need a guidance from a man.
And if you didn't have it from a man, you'd probably get it from AI on your phone.
Yeah, I was in the phone, yeah.
And you got to be smart, sharper, like the brother said. So yesterday I went to a little grocery store, and I went to the deli, and I got 5 steaks, but they were pretty thick.
Yeah.
I told them, hey, cut them in half.
Uh-huh.
So I paid for 5 steaks, but I got 10 steaks.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now I can eat steaks different. I like a couple of
Yeah.
Because the thing is, you gotta have protein if you're gonna try to gain muscle. So I'm like, oh, I gotta solve this problem. Boom. I seen those giant steaks being $7.99 a pound. I think I got like 4, like whatever it came up to be like 40 something. Damn, that's cheap.
Yeah, for like, yeah. That's
And guess what? I told my wife I was so excited. I have to look, guess what? I got 10 steaks. Crickets.
Yeah.
Like here we are, having a struggle, and you're not happy that I did something good. Like you said, women are just like negative.
Yeah. And like I was talking about, speaking about the radiator, I was more excited that it was working than my fucking woman. It's like, bitch, I'm over here, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then how am I more excited? More, you know, I was like, look, I brought your baby finally back home to the house, though. Like, oh yeah, I know.
You know what it is that it's the it's the attitude of the woman that they think, well, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, and that's the thing, you know, that's pretty much without her saying that, she told me though. You know what I mean? But in other words, like I was like, hey, you know, like you gotta appreciate though, you know? I know she does though, but at the same time it was like, hey, how am I more excited than you are? This is your van, you know?
Tell me you did a good job, motherfucker.
Yeah. I'm happy. Give me a fucking hug or something.
Like,
Make me something to eat.
These women are women are stupid. They'll have a dog, right? And the dog will come up wagging its tail. And they'll pet it. Okay? Pay attention to that. The dog has its tail and wags its tail and the big pet. Why? Because the girl knows that, okay, the dog is wagging its tail, it wants attention. But you don't know when your man wants attention. See what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
Here we are wagging our tail. And you're like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. The
Like,
fucking
guess what? There's gonna be women that are gonna be like, oh man, you did such a good job. I have another task for you. Building you up, building you up, building you up,
Yeah.
building you up. Next thing you know, they're gonna be like, hey, I got you this truck.
oh
And you're thinking it's an old truck.
yeah.
And motherfucking new truck. Damn.
You know?
Oh, how much you paying? No, I'll pay you. Damn, I just appreciate you.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
yeah.
give me the keys, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. But you know, we're in Babylon where you're expected to do that. You know, it's the same thing when they, you know, so-called propose to a woman. The woman expects the man to get down on her knee though. It's like
Can't expect
sympathy.
shit from them.
Yeah, it's like this woman over there. You know, I think she's helping her man, like, she's cleaning or doing something. Though, you see? But the thing is, she's doing what? You know, that's a good woman. I think that's probably her husband out there. So she's doing something, helping him out.
I had to fucking yell at my woman to do something.
Yeah.
Like I don't even care anymore. But the thing is, the realization of those facts have to hit her. Like if I say something like, I wish I had 2 wives, even if I just talk about 2 wives, she'll flip out. And I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying it. And the reason why we're gonna have 2 wives or 3 wives or even 4 wives is because we're good men. And your son's gonna be a good man. So we have to create good men.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like that saying, hard times make strong men. Strong men make
Easy times or good times?
and then
Yeah.
easy times make weak men.
Yeah.
We're living in the hard times,
Yeah.
making strong men.
Yeah. And that's just the way it is though, you know? Because regardless, because Apostle Gabar had talked about how his father is stern though. And he was a loner too, you know, when they lived in, I think it was in Jamaica. Yeah. So he's like, he came to understanding and it's like, oh, now I understand why my father was like that. He didn't like talk or fuck with a lot of other people though, and things like that. So that type of thing that, you know, your son or my son are watching, that we're not at parties, we're not having people over at the house, like gatherings of hella people and this and that though. It's good, it's for a reason though, you know, because then when they grow up to she realize like, oh, it's because friends, like even the scripture tells you, don't be fast to credit a person as a friend. Don't be hasty to credit someone as a friend, because you know that word, that friend, it comes a long way, man. You know, it does. It comes really a long way.
Really a long way. Not everybody's a friend.
Yeah, because you could walk into a store and the clerk though that been working there for 10 years, you know, he your friend, whatever, right? But then at the same time, when it's like when you, hey man, I've been coming to the store for 10 years, bro, and I don't got money to pay for this, like, you know, this drink or whatever though. Hey, I got you for tomorrow though. Motherfucker tells you no. Oh, so where's that friendship at now, right? Man, I've been paying you for, coming in here, being a loyal customer for all these years, and you can't front me this drink right here. No, it tells you no. So where's that friendship at then? You see? Because if it was like it was like a brother or something, just drink back here, brother. Take this though, man. Take whatever you want though. I don't give a shit. But so you can't be hasty to credit a friend though, you know? Because that's the thing about it though, man. The thing is though is, yeah, we have friends in the world though. But for example, I just get like this brother, before he came into the truth though, brother is a friend, right? But became a brother though, man, you know? So, but we were friends though, we were just doing things of so much of the world though, man. But when we came into his truth though, he became more closer though, you know? Like a brother though, you know? So that's the thing about it though, man. And that's the thing though. So when you come into this truth though, you become a loner, but you become a loner, but to this world, man. You know, some motherfuckers where I live at though, they'd be like, "Oh, hey man, I haven't seen you in a couple years. You still live here in Colina?" I'm like, yeah, I still live in Colina. Just that you don't see me around the bar or see me over here and over there. It's just, you know what I mean? It just is. You know, I had a Jake tell me that not too long ago, like, "Oh shit, you still live here?" Yeah, motherfucker. You know, I just don't be around the scene like I used to though. Oh, okay, yeah. So that's just the, you know what I mean? That's just the way it is though, man. And you don't have to be, because if you're a person that's scared to be alone, man, you're a weak motherfucker, man. You literally are weak though.
Halloween's the perfect thing for you because you'll be scared as fuck.
And the thing is though, is you're one of those two that you need a woman though, so to give you company though, because you don't want to, how do people say, oh, I don't want to die alone or anything like that though? But guess what though? You can't, whatever woman you're gonna get though, ain't gonna be that so perfect woman though, you know? She gonna give you probably more problems than if you were when you were alone.
They're only gonna be perfect in the kingdom.
Yeah, and that's the only time, and that's it. And they try to be perfect in the beginning of the relationship, but then once you find out who they really are, you know, you're gonna be like, man, I'd better off being alone. Just be this fucking dragon.
They'll be like, fuck you.
Yeah, and in the scripture it tells you it's better to have a scorpion in your hand than to have a fucking wicked ass woman though.
Shit, imagine that.
Yeah.
Scorpion.
Yeah, bro, I recommend you to have that scorpion in your hand than to be with this woman. Like, that's crazy though, you know? In the scripture it tells you that.
You know how scary a scorpion is? When I used to go to Mexico, the first thing they would say is, don't sleep heavy, because the scorpions fall from the roof.
Oh yeah, Mexico, huh?
And they
Yeah.
fucking land on the pillow and they land on you and they sting you when
Yeah.
they land. So I would always sleep like light, and I would always be alone and the room would be dark. So it would be kind of, imagine you're a little kid and you have to sleep like a man.
Yeah.
Like, and then one time it fucking happened. It landed on the pillow. I heard it and I fucking got up and I turned on the light. Fucking big old yellow one. And then the whole thing was, when people get bit by a scorpion, they get scared. Not only does it hurt,
They panic, right?
there's venom in it. It's poison. It'll fuck you up. It'll kill you.
So when someone panics though, it becomes more enhanced the poison?
Poison, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So because your blood starts going fast.
Oh, okay. So it's going through your whole body though.
If you just stay chill, it'll probably stay around there and cut it and then it'll come out. But nobody's that chill.
They don't know, especially they know what the hell's stinging them though.
Nobody's that chill.
Yeah.
I dare you to be that chill. So if the Lord's saying, hey, it's better for you to have a scorpion in your hand.
That's what I'm saying though, you know? Can you get this last one? It's Rock 39.
I got a piece of
Yeah.
Philippians 1:7. Even as it is meet for me to think this of you all, because I have you in my heart, in as much as both in my hands and in the defense and the confirmation of the gospel, ye are all partakers of my grace. So, you know, when we're breaking stuff down to you, we're showing you love. Trying to get you to think outside the box and wake the fuck up.
Yeah, because people, if they're comfortable where they're at though, man, they're not gonna try to, you know, think outside the box. So they're just gonna be used to what they're used to. Like, you know what I mean? Like they said, like a guy that, you know, a veteran, you know, he's already like in his 50s and 60s. He has his house, kids are grown up though. Try to get that guy into the truth though.
Too comfortable.
He's too comfortable.
Well,
He did 2 tours, whatever, you know. He's a veteran. He gets his you know what I mean? Like he gets paid. He gets a little fucking deal when he goes, a little discount when he goes to this, you know, like a place or so, you know.
Yeah,
So
Lowe's helps you out with that shit.
Yeah, he's comfortable. So it's like, how are you gonna get someone like that out of that though to come into the truth though, you know. So that's the thing. But I mean, that's not always an excuse. You know, there's brothers that are in their 50s and 60s that barely came into the truth though, you know. And they're, you know, they're out there preaching too, and they're in their 50s and 60s though, you know. So that's a miracle when when I see something like that, you know, a brother in his 50s coming into the truth though, and you know, because when you're that older already though, you think you already know everything. You know what I'm saying? You think you know everything though. Right there. And you know, if you bring this to them, then it's like, nah, you know. It's like if I were gonna bring this truth to my father, right? He's in his 50s though. My biological father though, he's gonna be like, oh, okay, sí, está bien. Oh, okay.
They're not gonna wait for you to leave and then be like, yeah.
What you see earlier, yeah.
But you know what's funny? I told my dad and he was like, blah, blah, blah. I told my grandpa on his deathbed and he was like,
Oh, that's right, yeah.
and I had to write shit down because he couldn't hear me. I said, El Señor es negro. And he would be like, and that was the end of the conversation because he accepted it. Oh, okay, you can die now. And I just sat down and recorded him with my kids. That was the last fucking time. But you see, I'm not getting no teary-eyed. Sure, I love that guy. But guess what? He accepted it at the end.
Yeah.
Like, you don't accept it now, you're gonna accept it at the end. He's gonna accept it either fucking way. Like that dude, Charlie Kirk. If he really did die, guess who he's talking to right now? That ain't no white Jesus.
You got that.
This is Sirach 39 and 25. As he hath turned the waters into saltness, so shall the heathen inherit his wrath.
Keep going.
Verse 24, as his ways.
Oh, it's 25. It's like, yeah. Well, you can keep reading though. Yeah. Yeah, because that was a beautiful picture too.
As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. For the good are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for sinners.
Exactly. Can you keep going to 26? Oh, that was 26, right?
26, the principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour and wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil, and clothing. All these things are for good to the godly. To the sinners they are turned into evil.
So, you see us, we're living, to the world simple lives, right? But it tells you right there, that's all you need, man. I'm not expecting a mansion. You know what I mean? And on this side, though, I'm not expecting a mansion. I'm not expecting a fast car. I'm not expecting all the material things, though, this world offers or gives, though, I'm not expecting all that, As long as it's just what you want to call a simple life, that's all that matters, man, I don't give a shit about, that was just shit that I was thinking about before, But now, man, I'm able to eat something, though. Yeah, watch something good on TV though, like fucking just something though, go to sleep though, and just like, that's all that matters. Yeah, the simple things though. Simple, yeah. And if that makes you look like oh, this guy's just a simple man. This guy's weirdo, he's boring, or whatever the case be and shit though. But guess what though? You might call me all this though, but I got peace in my mind though, man. And it tells you right there that that's all you need for a godly man to survive on. So that's all I need though. So therefore, why would I want more shit? So, you brothers got anything else? So with that, hopefully camp was edifying. We want to give all praise and glory to and double honors to the apostles and elders. Great millstone. So with that, we want to say shalom.
Shalom.